Your brain is quietly erasing who you are. Stop. Can you remember the very first sentence I just said? If you're struggling, your brain has already started the deletion process.
Every night, while you sleep, while you dream, while you feel safe, it is quietly erasing you. The conversation you had yesterday, the article that changed your thinking, the idea you promised yourself you'd remember, gone. Methodically, efficiently, permanently gone. This isn't a flaw. Your brain is working exactly as designed, and that's the most disturbing part.
Scientists used to think memory was permanent. They were wrong. A psychologist named Ebbinghaus spent years memorizing thousands of syllables just to watch them vanish. He discovered that within 1 hour, 50% of what you just learned is already dead.
What he discovered shattered everything scientists believed about human memory. Within 1 hour of learning something new, you have already lost 50% of it. Within 24 hours, 70%. Within a week, nearly everything, unless something intervenes. He called it the forgetting curve. And a century later, neuroscience has confirmed every terrifying detail. You are not forgetful. You are biological. And biology, left unchecked, is brutally efficient at clearing data it doesn't think you need.
Here is what is actually happening inside your skull. Every new piece of information you encounter creates a temporary neural pathway, a weak, fragile connection between neurons. Your hippocampus, the brain's memory gatekeeper, runs a silent evaluation. Is this worth the energy to keep? And it makes that decision based on one simple variable: repetition. Information you encounter once is treated like a tourist, welcomed briefly, then escorted out. Information you encounter repeatedly is treated like a resident, integrated, reinforced, made permanent. Your brain doesn't measure importance, it measures frequency, and most people never learn to exploit that. The people who seem to have extraordinary memories, who retain everything, who learn faster, who think more clearly, they aren't gifted. They've simply learned to speak the brain's actual language. There are 3 techniques, supported by peer-reviewed research, that work with your brain's biology instead of fighting it. Step 1. Read for meaning, not completion. Your working memory holds approximately 7 units of information simultaneously, and it does not prioritize based on what you want to remember. It prioritizes based on what you emotionally process. After every paragraph you read, pause for 5 seconds and ask one question. What did the author actually want me to feel? Not think, feel. Meaning is encoded in emotion, and emotion is what converts short-term traces into long-term structure. Step 2. Chunk aggressively. Your brain is not a filing cabinet. It is a pattern recognition engine. Raw, unstructured information passes through it like water through sand. But when you organize information into a meaningful structure, a story, a framework, a mental model, you effectively expand your cognitive bandwidth. You stop memorizing facts. You start building architecture. Step 3. The 10-24 protocol. This is the closest thing to a psychological cheat code that actually exists. Review new information once at the 10-minute mark, right as the first forgetting wave begins. Review it again at the 24-hour mark, right as the second wave peaks. Each review doesn't just refresh the memory. It tells your hippocampus, this information has appeared again. Elevate its permanence rating. 3 sessions across 2 days produces the same long-term retention as months of passive exposure. You aren't building a better memory. You're learning to override a system that was never designed for the information age you were born into. Here is what no one says out loud. The gap between people who feel sharp, capable, and in command, and people who feel scattered, overwhelmed, and chronically behind is rarely intelligence. It is almost always systems. The person you admire who seems to remember everything, synthesize ideas effortlessly, and speak with precision. They have likely never been smarter than you. They have simply stopped letting their brain run on its default settings. Default settings were designed for a savanna 200,000 years ago. You do not live there anymore. The protocol exists. The neuroscience is settled. The only variable left is whether you use it. I want to ask you something honestly. When was the last time you actually remembered something you learned? Not because you reviewed it, but because it mattered so much it burned itself in. Tell me below. And if this made something click, subscribe. Tomorrow's video goes deeper.